Congratulations! You're about to learn one of the most pivotal positions in our restaurant, hospitality representative. Through this position, you will become our guests' first point of contact. Their first impression of us will be formed through you, and you'll never have a second chance to make that first impression. You may even be the only person in the restaurant that our guest speaks with. While it may sound scary, don't be afraid, because if you're just yourself, it's actually the easiest position in the restaurant. So let's begin with the basics. At Miami Subs Grill, we refer to our patrons as guests rather than as customers. And when you think of what a guest actually is, you'll see that a guest is a person entertained in one's home, a guest is a person who pays for the food and services at a Miami Subs Grill, and a guest is a person to whom hospitality is extended. What do we mean by hospitality? Hospitality is creating a pleasant, friendly environment, and hospitality is the generous and cordial reception of guests. We treat guests in our restaurant the same way we would treat guests in our home. Every Miami Subs guest is special company that we want to impress. We want to show them that we're glad that they're here, and we want them to enjoy their visit and to feel welcome to come back again and again. As a Miami Subs cashier, you are really our hospitality representative, and your goal is to ensure 100% guest satisfaction. To reach that goal, our hospitality representatives must show enthusiasm and smile. The most important thing you can do for any of our guests is to smile. A smile is contagious, and it spreads warmth and a good feeling to everyone in sight. A smile can even be heard in your voice, so don't be afraid to smile when talking with our guests at the drive-thru or over the phone. Maintaining eye contact will show the guests that you are sincere when you are talking or listening to them. Be courteous at all times. Say please and thank you with sincerity. You can never thank a guest enough. And always remember to work as a team and to ensure consistency in our service, products, and speed. There are 7 steps to serving a guest at Miami Subs Grill. Step 1, a personal greeting. Step 2, recording the order. Step 3, suggestive selling. Step 4, completing the order. Step 5, receiving payment. Step 6, presenting the order ticket, and Step 7, inviting the guest to come back again. The personal greeting is the opportunity to begin a conversation with the guest. Hospitality representatives are more than just robots that stand behind the counter and take orders and collect cash. They are real people that truly provide our hospitality. They are the guest's first human contact at a Miami Subs Grill, so a friendly greeting can make the best first impression. You greet different guests in your home in different ways, depending on the person. The same holds true at Miami Subs Grill. Use your personality. Be yourself. Be friendly. Greet all guests differently. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Our cooks prepare meals specifically made for that person, and the greeting should be just as unique and individual. Here are some examples of 3 general groups of greetings: basic greeting, first-time guest greeting, and regular guest greeting. For the basic greeting, you can say, "Hi, welcome to Miami Subs Grill. Would you like to try our delicious cheesesteak today?" Some guests are visiting Miami Subs Grill for the first time. These first-time guests need a special greeting to make them comfortable. A first-time guest can be easy to spot. They stare aimlessly at the menu and may even look confused. Be eager to offer your help. Use your expertise in making menu suggestions. An example of a greeting for a first-time guest could be, "Hi, my name is Heather, and I can tell that this is your first time here at Miami Subs. If I can answer any questions about our menu, please don't hesitate to ask." If a guest asks for something that we don't have, suggest a similar menu item. For example, if a guest asks for an Italian sausage sub, say, "I'm sorry, we don't carry that item, but we do have a meatball sub or an Italian deli sub sandwich." Those guests that frequently eat at your restaurant are regular guests. You may even know them by name. If you don't be afraid to ask. An example of a greeting for a regular guest could be, "Hi, Mrs. Jones, how are you? Are you going to have a Greek salad today?" The next step in the transaction is recording the order. Listen carefully and maintain eye contact with the guest. Enter the items on the cash register as you take the order. Never interrupt a guest while they are speaking. If you are not sure about something they said, allow them to finish speaking before asking questions. Always clarify what you think you heard. Suggestive selling is an important part of taking orders. There are 2 types of suggestive selling techniques: rounding out and sizing up. Rounding out. There are 5 parts to a complete meal: appetizer, entree, side, beverage, and dessert. If one or more of the parts are missing from the guest's order, you have the opportunity to help them round out their meal. Every menu item has something that complements it. If the guest orders a burger and Coke, suggest French fries. Our subs go well with onion rings, and cheese sticks make a great appetizer. Make sure that you offer every guest a rounded meal. If they've ordered an entree, beverage, and a side, you can still suggest a dessert. Sizing up. This means upgrading the order. A cheesesteak can become the works, or a regular soda can become a large soda. A positive approach with the guest is important. As you're making suggestions, give a reassuring nod. A casual nod will support your suggestion and show that you are genuinely trying to help. It is best to stop after you've made 2 suggestions. Over-suggesting may pressure the guest. Pay attention and participate in the pre-meal rally. It will recommend products for suggestive selling, and crew members can share great ideas for rounding out meals. To complete the order, repeat the order back to the guest for clarification, and then announce the total. For example, that's a Euro pita, regular fries, and a medium drink. Your total is $5.48, please. The next step is to receive payment. There are 3 forms of payment: cash, traveler's checks, and credit cards. Refer to the Hospitality Representative Training Program for procedures on traveler's checks and credit cards. Here are a few important rules for handling cash. Only managers can accept $50 and $100 bills. Lay the cash on the drawer in the register. This will help remind you what the guest gave you as you count back their change. Count the change twice, once as you're taking it from the cash drawer and once as you're counting it back to the guest. This is to ensure the correct amount is being given back to the guest. For example, the total amount of the order is $5.48. The guest gives you a $10 bill. The correct way to recount their change would be 2 pennies makes $5.50, 2 quarters makes $6, and 4 singles makes $10. Therefore, the total amount of the change to the guest is $4.52. If you're distracted in the middle of a transaction, or there is a problem with the change, stop the transaction, close the drawer, and ask a manager to complete the transaction for you. Once the cash transaction is complete, present the order ticket to the guest. Show the guest where the order number is on the receipt. Read the number off the receipt so that they can identify what to look for on the receipt. Give them their beverage cups and direct them to the beverage station and explain that it's self-serve. Remind them that refills are free. Thank the guest and tell them to enjoy their meal. The last step in every transaction is inviting the guest to return soon. When guests are leaving, make eye contact and thank them for coming. Invite them to return just as you would a guest at your home. It never hurts to ask, "See you tomorrow?" Let's review. Always refer to the guest, not to the customer. Show enthusiasm and smile. Maintain eye contact. Be courteous, and always work as a team. There are 7 steps to serving our guests. Step 1, create your own personal greeting based on the guest you're serving. Step 2, accurately record order on the cash register as the guest speaks. Step 3, always attempt to round up or size up every order. Nod slightly as you speak to encourage a guest. Step 4, recite the completed order with the total back to the guest. Step 5, only managers can accept $50 or $100 bills. If something goes wrong, simply stop the transaction and call a manager. Step 6, present the order ticket clearly explaining the location of the order number. Step 7, always, always, always remember to thank the guest and invite them to return soon. While other restaurants may have unique ways of handling guest complaints, here at Miami Subs Grill, we have only 2 rules to handling dissatisfied guests. Rule number 1, the guest is always right. Rule number 2, if you don't believe that the guest is right, reread rule number 1. When a guest has a complaint, be courteous, smile, and be as helpful as possible. Never take a guest complaint personally. Never question the guest, simply handle the problem. If necessary, notify a manager who can assist you in solving the problem. And always follow the 2 rules handling unhappy guests at Miami Subs. So remember, be yourself, have fun, and the rest will fall into place naturally. You can make a difference, and you can be the reason that our guests come back again and again.